It is time to live again, to get outside, cicadas notwithstanding, and explore, to get away from home, or maybe just to enjoy a less hectic pace. And do we have a place we think you might want to consider? The Wildflower House, nestled in the cozy heart of Yellow Springs, Ohio. So let's meet the owner of the Wildflower House, Danielle Mershon. Danielle, thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm happy to be here.
Glad to have you, because the house is absolutely adorable. So talk to us a little bit about where the inspiration for its styling came from.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. This is actually my previous residence, so I lived here for about 3 years and really spent time curating the house and making it comfortable. And I have a boutique in town, so a lot of my inspiration with the teal influences and yellow, bright poppy colors came from the boutique, actually.
Okay, all right. And how many rooms and how many guests?
It is 5 rooms and can sleep 10 guests comfortably.
Okay. Some people will want to know whether they can bring their pet.
Absolutely. Yellow Springs doesn't offer many places that actually can board the pet, and we're more than happy to host families with animals.
I've been to Yellow Springs, and it is just absolutely a wonderful community. A lot of stuff going on there. What's nearby?
It's definitely a very charming little town. So there's multiple parks to hike in: John Bryan, Clifton Gorge, Glen Helen, a brewery in town, tons of shops, restaurants. It's a really great place for a little staycation and getaway weekend.
And just to be clear, too, it's also a college town.
It is. So there's Antioch University here. The population there isn't very big at this point, so I wouldn't necessarily influence a college town on it. It's more of a tourist town for sure at this point.
Okay, all right. Well, as you know, everybody's thinking now about cleanliness and safety, and that's always a huge concern in this environment in which we find ourselves. So talk a little bit about what your protocols are in terms of keeping your Airbnb extra clean.
Absolutely. This is definitely a big concern for us. So we have a fabulous cleaning crew that comes in for 4 hours in between every stay, mops everything, wipes everything down. Everything's highly disinfected, and the entire house is gone through after every stay and prepared for the next guest. So we do keep that as our top priority.
Okay, so it's a bed and breakfast. You got the breakfast part covered. What about food options for those for folks who come to do the rest of their eating there too?
Yeah, so there's tons of great restaurants in town. The Wynn's Cafe, Sunrise is awesome for breakfast. Peaches in the Tavern are really popular as well. So it's a great place that has tons of food options for all different types of food.
And pizza. We talked about pizza before the show.
Pizza, yes, pizza. We've got Bentinos and Ha-Has. Everyone loves Ha-Has and Bentinos.
Yes, we do. All right, so if people want to book the house for a weekend or longer, how can they connect with you?
Yeah, if you could just jump on our Airbnb, so it's the Wildflower House on the Airbnb app. We're pretty booked out for the rest of the summer. We've got a week or a couple days here and there, so we're mostly booking into fall at this point.
Okay, all right, and I bet that's gorgeous up there too.
Advance.
All
Yeah.
right. All right, Danielle, thanks so much for talking to us.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.